Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the Africa Independent Television, AIT, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. For this week, I know you'll be wondering where we are. For again, we're on the move, like we're going around the whole Federation Nigeria, from the various zones of the Federation to bring you what is happening. Anyway, this is the turn of the south-south part of Nigeria. Where we are, if you look around me, like you can see this truck, heavy truck carrying a lot of items from the port in Calabar down to Akwa Ibom to other parts of the country. Anyway, we are on top of the popular Itu Bridge. The Itu Bridge links Akwa Ibom with Cross River State, and that is where we are. We actually had to do this because we want to draw the attention of the government to the bad, deplorable state of the road linking Akwa Ibom and Cross River State. The road is in a very, very bad shape, and that is why we are here to bring it to you. You know, like we always say on Security Watch Africa, wherever it's happening, we'll bring it to you. Safety is important, and the safety of Nigerians using this way, this highway, is very, very important. So today, we are bringing it to you here from Itu Bridge in Akwa Ibom and Cross River States. Welcome to our program today. Today, we are going to bring you a potpourri of so many issues that relate to security. We'll be starting with our review of Nigerian Army's contribution towards ensuring that Nigeria is relatively safe. A lot of people have said a lot of things about safety in Nigeria, security and safety in Nigeria, but we can tell you, kind of a truth, that agencies of government in Nigeria, security agencies, are trying their best to ensure that Nigeria is safe. And sit back as we bring you this report by SHULLY Daniels.
The year 2021 came with enormous security challenges in Nigeria, ranging from terrorism, insurgency, kidnapping for ransom, increased banditry activities, and as well as secessionist activities by the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Eastern Security Network, ESN. Despite all those challenges, the Nigerian Army, an institution saddled with the responsibility of protecting the territorial integrity of the nation, has continued to provide support in internal security operations. To review the Nigerian Army contribution to security in Nigeria for the year 2021, Security Watch Africa spoke with two media practitioners and the public affairs analyst who gave their views on the activities of the Nigerian Army.
I would score the Nigerian Army something above 70 to 80%, partly because of the fact that for the year 2021, the year has been, or was rather, a fallout of what the COVID virus did in terms of reduction of livelihood. Security was hampered, and so the Nigerian Army in 2021 was, massively stretched, really thin. But they held their own, and they were really on top of the situation. I have no doubt about the professionalism of the Nigerian Army and the fact that with all of the odds stacked against them, they were still, and they have still been able to hold their heads high. And so yes, I'll give them 70 to 80% pass mark for their gallantry.
I have had reason to both believe and experience that members of the Nigerian Army are a crop of professionals that are well trained and well dedicated to securing the territorial integrity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as ensuring that they are dedicated to improving and maintaining a very good relationship with the citizens and the non-combatant members of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. 2021, there has been a lot of activities in the Nigerian military space with regards to their engagement with the insurgents, with the bandits, with the cattle herders and rustlers. But all in all, I must confess that they've been very, very professional and provided adequate responses to some of these security challenges we've had. There have been no issues of high-handedness. They've been very professional with the way they handle the dissemination of information to the public, as well as their interactions and engagement with the general citizenry of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Looking at the Nigerian Army's performance, definitely we will say the Nigerian Army has done well, but there is still room for improvement. No doubt there is room for improvement. Because what we want Nigerians to understand is that the Nigerian Army is not the cause of insecurity in Nigeria. You know, there are all kinds of intrigues, political intrigues and all. Rather, the Nigerian Army are those who are even helping to confront these challenges that we have met as a country or that we are battling with as a country. So many people tend to miss that line. When they see all kinds of issues that are happening, people tend to insult security operatives, insult the Nigerian Army and all, assuming like the Nigerian Army is the cause of the insecurity in Nigeria. No, the Nigerian Army is not the cause of insecurity in Nigeria. Insecurity is a phase right now we are facing as a country. So they're helping to confront. And we know from the all start looking at the Constitution, we know that the primary role of the Nigerian Army is to defend the territorial integrity of Nigeria. Their role is not internal security. The police is saddled with the responsibility of internal security. So what we are currently seeing is as a result of the police being overwhelmed, or let's say lapses somewhere. So the Nigerian Army being called to come and play a role, to come and assist the Nigerian police. I think that is commendable.
They also spoke on security projection for the year 2022.
More engagement with the civilian population, you know, civil society organizations, social media influencers. The average Nigerian on the streets needs to know what the Nigerian Army is doing on a continuing basis. If that can be, you know, accomplished, I would dare say that a lot more buy-in will come from the Nigerian people.
The peace that we have looked forward to, that peace that we all desire as a nation, we'll be able to experience it in year 2022, especially knowing that year 2022 is preceding the election year and all. But I must quickly state that conflict is part of any society. Though ours is very alarming, but we trust God that this will bring about better development. This will bring a more focused security forces, well equipped, well trained, and also that we will have a better and a secure country.
We are going to see an upsurge in military activity in ensuring that all these security issues are adequately engaged with and nipped in the bud and reduced to a very, very low minimum. And then also, as well as engaging the public and making the public understand that, see, we are doing this for the sake of the nation and it is for the security of everyone. Despite what is being said, we are professionals and we'll keep doing our best to the best of our abilities and to the oath that we have sworn to protect the Federal Republic of Nigeria and all her citizens and interests.
As much as Nigerians are expecting more from the Nigerian Army, Nigerians also have a role to play in ensuring that the country is safe again. After all, the Nigerian national anthem says, "Arise, O compatriots." SHULLY Daniels, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
We are still here on Itu Bridge. You can see the fresh natural water with a lot of aqua activities all over. Nigeria is so blessed. Anywhere you go in this country, we have so many natural endowments that needs to be tapped. Here is just untapped. Everywhere, all the corners, no activities, but I believe that various governments should tap into the need to ensure that there's commercial and business activities in all these areas. Welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. Like he had there, you can see you had the views of those people talking about what the Nigerian Army has done to help stem the tide of insecurity in Nigeria. They are trying their best. Still, more still needs to be done. As we go into the year 2022, we believe that all agencies will cooperate and work together to ensure that safety is guaranteed for Nigerians. And like you know, Nigerian Army is just supporting the lead agency, which is the Nigeria Police Force. And that brings us to the next report. The Inspector General of Police, IGP USMAN ALKALI Baba, called all his strategic and tactical commanders for his monthly meetings in Abuja, where they had to review the situation in 2021 and project for the year 2022. Sit back as we bring you this report of the IGP's conference presented and reported by CHINKERE.
In line with the policy of the Inspector General of Police, IGP USMAN ALKALI constant review of operations, the IGP had a meeting with his strategic and tactical managers from the rank of Commissioners of Police to Assistant Inspectors General of Police. At the meeting, he charged them to redouble their efforts in ensuring that the country becomes more peaceful during these Yuletide celebrations. The IGP commended them for the works they have done and reminded them that the challenges for 2022 would be quite enormous as its preparation for the 2023 election.
It is imperative to note that upcoming year could even be more challenging. This is because it is a year preceding the general election in the country, and hence it is anticipated that the political landscape will be charged in a manner that will further test our professional will and operational competence. What this translates is that we will not only be dealing with traditional crime. Our capacity as the lead agency in internal security management will no doubt be stretched out to cover management of threats that will be associated with an active political space year 2022. Having reviewed this much, my charge to you as we project into the year 2022 are as follows. 1. Be prepared to strengthen your leadership capacity in dealing with crimes customarily associated with the end of the year. I acknowledge this, that some commands have already put a lot of motions in progress to check the Yuletide period to be celebrated with peace and ease for our dear citizens. Your action plans are noted, and we want you to religiously follow in order to ensure that the end of the year is celebrated very peacefully. Secondly, you should brace up to the anticipated internal security challenges that the year 2022 will undoubtedly present to you.
The police headsman used the opportunity to also thank President Muhammadu Buhari for his support and cooperation they have extended to the police as he wishes them well into the new year. SHEKINAH CHINKERE, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. We just want to still remind you that we are still on Itu Bridge. And like I said at the beginning, this is very, very important because you can see the number of vehicular movement on this bridge and on this road. It's a high density commercial activities road linking the two states together. And it needs the attention of the federal government or the agencies concerned to please fix this road because people are dying every day. People are crying about the man-hours that are lost on this road. Yes, again, we always make sure that we bring you that information you need to keep your life safe and secured. During the week also, there was a decoration ceremony of newly promoted majors to lieutenant colonels in Abuja. And Security Watch Africa, Elizabeth TANKO, was there to bring the report to you.
During the week, some officers serving at the Nigerian Army Headquarters Garrison, who were promoted from Major to Lieutenant Colonel, were decorated in Abuja. The decoration of the 9 officers were done by the Commander Army Headquarters Garrison, Major General SALISU DAHIRU. General DAHIRU admonished the beneficiaries to redouble their efforts as new responsibilities will be assigned to them.
What brought you to this rank now is your hard work. The hard work has laid one egg. By the time you lay the second, the third, and the fourth egg, you'll be sitting where I'm sitting now. But I want to assure you, the next egg will be harder to come by. The second egg will be harder, the third egg will be more difficult, the fourth egg will be almost impossible. So that tells you that what? You will have to do your utmost best to satisfy the system. And in satisfying the system, you are satisfying your country. So whatever decisions we are going to take, always look at it country first.
Two senior officers from the Garrison Command gave words of advice to the decorated officers.
You must take responsibility. Excuses will not be entertained. You need to take care of yourself, health-wise, your family, as well as your troops. Once again, I want to say congratulations. Live up to expectation so that the Chief of Army Staff will be happy to see that the investment made on you today is not wasted.
You have signed a covenant between you and God and the voiceless children with you. Most of you are commandants. You have to live up to your responsibility. Because sometimes these children will come to you at midnight or any time at all, say, Commandant, I have not eaten. So even if it is in your kitchen, you have to find a way of cooking indomie or anything and give that child. So please, God has given you additional rank, so you have to handle the children with fear of God.
Speaking on behalf of the newly decorated officers, Lieutenant Colonel Comfort Adamu promised that they will put in their best in the service of Nigeria.
On behalf of the newly decorated officers, our resolve and assurance to the Chief of Army Staff that will justify the confidence reposed on us with this enviable rank by injecting measurable contribution and redoubling our efforts in our respective areas of deployment in order to realize the end state of the Nigerian Army, which among all is to defend our fatherland.
Some of the newly decorated officers had a chat with Security Watch Africa at the end of the ceremony.
I feel elated, I feel happy. It's a combination of expectation for 6 years. We've waited long for 6 years, so it is glory be to God. We have seen this day.
Before I got married, I think the implication of the job is well spelled out to my wife, and which is, I believe, she's very, very understanding and she has been cooperating. So whatever she sees now or whatever any member of my family sees, I think that is how God wants it.
Elizabeth TANKO, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. Yes, we'll have to round up because there are other programs that must come. You know, in our journey going around the various zones of the Federation and various police commands, we visited the Akwa Ibom State Police Command, and I must tell you, from what we have seen in Akwa Ibom, from what we saw in Akwa Ibom State, really, the State Command is doing a yeoman's job to ensure that security is provided for the people. A particular kidnap syndicate were arrested, and I tell you, the story is heart-reading, it's terrible, it's quite an emotional story, but we must commend the police in Akwa Ibom, the Commissioner of Police, and particularly the STS team led by CSP Julian Igbudu. They did so well to rescue the people. Sit back and watch this report again by Shekinah Chinkere.
The level of insecurity across the country has given rise to a troubling level and demands more dynamic approach by security agencies. The Nigeria Police Force, under the leadership of the Inspector General of Police, IGP USMAN ALKALI Baba, has promised to ensure safety of lives and properties of Nigerians. The Akwa Ibom State Police Command, led by the Commissioner of Police, CP Amir Geme Andrew, has continued to clean up the state of criminal elements. In an interview with Security Watch Africa in his office at the command headquarters in Uyo, the state capital, the Commissioner of Police said that there is no hiding place for criminal elements in the state under his watch. CP Andrew disclosed that the command recently arrested a kidnap syndicate that have carried out several kidnap operations that some even led to kill their victims even after collecting ransom.
Not too long ago, Oro Nation, in Oro we had a case of kidnap. We had a case of near kidnap which amounted to murder where they killed the person. The suspects have been brought to book. I'm sure my PRO will allow you to talk to them because we're about to arraign them in court. We've arrested most of them, and some are still on the run. They're at large. We are urging the public to volunteer information concerning those criminals.
He credited the successful arrest of the kidnap syndicate to the IGP Special Tactical Squad (STS) in the state led by Chief Superintendent of Police CSP Julian Igbudu. When interviewed, some of the suspects spoke on their different roles.
He called me.
Those people that you carried?
There were the people that came from the water, the militant boys. Then I dropped them in that hotel. The following day, the same friend who called me also called me to go and carry them, which I did.
How many rifles were you carrying in that car?
It was two.
It was two. Which type? What type of rifle?
AK-47 rifle.
You were carrying AK-47 rifle?
Yes.
Okay.
So they went to do Okova Byron Road to kidnap one Mr. Emmanuel.
So my rules in that very day, I was the informant. They placed me as the informant at the roadside. So whenever the man drove, came, I should call. So fortunately, the man now drove with bike, and I called that the man is here. This boy's place, Nete Abakuyo. They sleep at his place, 4 of them. So the next morning, this my guy here now drove his car, go and pick them to hotel.
What is your interaction with the woman, the man's wife?
I call her and tell her and request for 3.2 million. If she did not give me the money, that she's going to see what will happen to her. That's what I said. I'm general, simply by name.
Some close relatives of victims also spoke with Security Watch Africa.
I didn't want to make it a police case because of the life that is involved. Because they gave a same warning that if I should make any move, that I'll not get my brother alive. So for that, we have to negotiate from 200 million to at last 2 million naira. And not knowing that he was already dead, I have to pay the money.
God be the glory. Those people were caught. It was not just so easy like that. We negotiated on a ransom, which I paid. After paying the ransom, these people, it seemed as if they got more information about me, some personal information about me. They now turned tiger. You see, the money that we negotiated or the money that we pay was not enough. That I have to bring 27 million because I initially paid 3 million.
So my husband just came back from his shop and parked. So there is some of our fence lights that got spoiled. So he went down to fix some of the bulbs. So along the line, I was upstairs, I started hearing shot of guns. And the gun was much that nobody could go down. So, and they lasted for a time, for a while. So when it seems like the thing is a bit down, me and my first son just rush out from the parlor, from the sit out, then peep down, and saw my husband lying at the front gate. So I just rushed down. By then, the boys have entered the car they came with. They came with a Camry red. So they have rushed in and they just drove out. But then I was shouting. Nobody was out there to help because of the kind of gun they shot. So I tried with that, my son, and jacked my husband to the general hospital. He quitted there at Oro. So reaching there, immediately the doctors, they helped because they didn't even ask us for anything, card or something like that. They just rushed on him. But reaching, they just discovered that my husband is dead. After the burial of my husband and everything, it seems like One of them I don't know, but a call was coming to me in form of all these boys at the riverside. Say that he's a militant. So I rushed to the station. I gave some statement there.
It is obvious that the Akwa Ibom State Police Command is working tirelessly to bring criminal elements in the state to book. Shekinah Chinkere, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State.
Welcome back. Yes, we must sign off here so that other programs can continue. But if you have enjoyed watching us, please join us again next week where we'll bring you another exciting edition of this program. I will maybe coming from another location, you never can tell. But we have enjoyed packaging this and bringing this to you. And we must thank our host station, the African Independent Television, for giving us this freedom to bring this report to you. Until we come your way again next week, I say thanks for staying tuned and bye for now.